Alhamdulillah, through the Islamist teacher training course, I was able to speak to inmates individually and I fielded some questions from them. And eventually, Alhamdulillah, after answering those questions, three of the inmates that I visited, they, Alhamdulillah, accepted Islam.
The number of Muslims in prison is um, much higher than most people would think or would expect. There are so many people incarcerated in this country who are embracing Islam, but then also in my experience, I've seen just as many of them end up leaving Islam because they have doubts, and then ways to get those doubts answered because they're really isolated in prison, and there's not a lot of Muslims coming into prisons to help them. There are a lot of Muslim chaplains to teach them. So having a course like this where the guys can really understand what it means to be a Muslim and why we believe, help them be secure in their faith and not be at risk of leaving Islam, the religion faith found when they came to prison, not be at risk of leaving that either later on in their incarceration or when they go home to family members who are not Muslim and challenge them on their faith. They have that secure foundation for believing what they believe. So the men that I work with in the prison, they are often faced with lots of people who have very different backgrounds, very different beliefs than them. And many of the guys in prison that I work with converted to Islam in prison. And then the activities we do in the course, the group activities, the presentations, the even acting out skits and things like that, really gets the guys engaged in a way that other courses I've taught have struggled to do. So even though I thought initially that guys men in prison would have some difficulty, getting out of their comfort zone and acting a skit or doing kind of silly things at times or making a poster, they've been all extremely eager to get the opportunity to express what they've learned in a positive way, in a productive way like that. And I've heard so many men that it's been very helpful for them in their self-esteem and in their confidence in presenting Islam to people around them, the family members they have contact with at home, and the people they live with in the prison itself.